Okay, I am live and direct. It's the time of the week when I review the time of the week. Well, I review the week. Let me check if things is in gear. And before that, I have to do an announcement. Well, first I gotta say, yes, I'm still trying to advertise. I do news on Sundays. I'm trying to put other people's videos before I do any of those videos. So there's always slots available just to be on the channel. I could put your videos on my channel if you want. All types of stuff like that, just media networking. I'm still putting race in my discussion section. It's been, every time I do it, they kind of are failing or they're below par. Every time I don't do it, they're winning. So it's a bit hard. How do I say it? The universe is trying to do some crazy stuff out here. So let me check and see what I have been doing this week. Particular order. Oh, obey your leaders and let men lead. How do I summarize that one? That was coming off a program I watched when the women were refusing to say the word obey in their marriage vows. And I was thinking, hold on, like, part of the marriage kind of routine is, the part of marriage is obeying your husband and letting him lead. I think that's it's a bit disingenuous, like, well, not disingenuous, it's a bit like not trying to follow your religion the full-hearted. You always want a twist on your religion, so that's basically what they're doing. And as I stated, Bible verses like follow your leaders, and it's very common for women to say if a man's good enough to lead, they will just follow. So I kind of feel there is a feminist movement, well, not a feminist movement, it's a women's rights movement or women's freedom to do what they want in the world. And men, as I saw this week, I saw a video of some Irish ladies trying to fight some bouncers or something, and the men was like, "It's welcome to 2018." Like, basically, men are freeing themselves from protecting women, and that was some Irish white dudes. Men were freeing themselves from protecting women because they're like, if you women want to be out here with us drunk in places fighting, you're not going to get the same protection of the women who are good, who don't be doing all this stuff. So that's kind of kind of the general consensus these days. Men are not going to try and help out. Then they're saying Africa are getting obesity crisis. The West problems are going to Africa now. And we kind of like to think of them as West problems because the West have all the fast foods and stuff, but Africa has those stuff. So Africa has those stuff, but now it's catching up to them physically. And they're now trying to get, they're now getting heart disease and all these things that people from the West are getting. You know what I'm saying? They drinking Coke and Pepsi and all these things. Even a pastor was pouring Coke on this congregation recently to give them power. And that was like a week after they raised the man from the dead. I don't know. They're just trying elaborate ways to baptize people, to make people believe what they're saying is true. And it's just too much, too much. And ISIS, apparently, Trump went in and they've neutralized the last place on ISIS that was giving them trouble. So they're basically saying ISIS is over. They're trying to give Trump that victory. I don't know why they give presidents victories, but that's probably, he's claiming that he's got rid of ISIS. How these countries are going to form back into real countries, I do not know. Because there's always going to be rebels. It's the ideology that was killing the country, not the actual weapons in the wars. There's still going to be guys with them ideologies. Even by the law, they'll just subjugate the people, not really go to war for it. So we'll see how that works out, because that kind of sounds like a tricky one, because these people follow religion or follow words in the religion and they interpret them in their own way. And you never stop them from interpreting it that way. Like, and some news, well, my news articles, I think there's only 2 this week. One was about them guys trying to hire boats, and they were they weren't allowed to hire boats for their functions. And the person said, oh, the last black people that used the boats messed it up, so I'm not like loaning out the boat to no more black people. And that is kind of racism. You can't be judging one set of black people on the other set of black people. That's taking the piss. That's taking the piss. So that was that article. And the other one with the gardener who painted no blacks on the doors of the black people that moved in. He said he don't know why he done it. He don't know how and why he done it. He's man just clueless. He don't know what's going on in the world. He's just painting no blacks, and he don't know why he done it. So that's what I was saying in the video was, are we now being led to believe that the racism just jumps in people like a ghost? You don't know how it came up, how it came about, nothing. It just jumped into him. How many more people are just inherently racist like that? Like, They're fine with everything. As soon as a black person comes, they need to paint. Oh, no blacks here. We don't like black people. You know what I'm saying? All that stuff. So yeah, very slow week. Slow week. And the last one was my piece on you don't want to be 16 and pregnant. That was because of another, basically another little back and forth argument. But it was basically based on the fact that these this girl was saying basically, I wish I had a boyfriend when I was younger, so I know what to look for right now. And I'm like, the younger you are, the more likely you're gonna slip up and do the wrong and choose the wrong person. And if you look at the record of that program, 16 and Pregnant, there is a definite, what's it called? There is a definite, trend. And that trend is basically, they all end up single mothers. They never stay. Most, like a lot of them, I'm saying most, nine out of 10 of them don't stay with the person they had the baby with. And if we see all old other stats, it's like people normally stay together in their second marriage, like, and they normally divorce around the first marriage normally ends about age 29. So with all that taken into consideration, you don't want to be gambling your life away by having these relationships early where you're most vulnerable to make a mistake and have a baby, and then which puts you in that position to be out here on these streets raising the child on your own, and the child will be in positions where they'll spend their whole life like dependent on someone who can't really provide for them the stuff they want. So, and this is going to be a short one. Last but not least, Jussie Smollett busts his case. Everybody's shocked. Everything I'm seeing about this, people are shocked. Now, I'm going to talk about, so allegedly, well, let's just say factually, he's free. A lot of people like, what, did he pay for his freedom? A lot of people talk about his freedom, but factually, he's free. So all those little minions who was going around, there was an Asian guy who done Sky News, and he got racially attacked, and people were accusing him of, oh, you're trying to do a Jussie Smollett. It was nothing to do with that. You're trying to do a Jussie Smollett or Smollett. You're trying to do a Jussie Smollett. Like, all of that stuff out of the window now. Out of the window now. Man's a free man. Charges dropped. There is nothing, you know what I'm saying? Man is innocent. You know what I'm saying? I was going around the YouTube saying free Jussie. Now man's bust case. Everybody shut their mouths. Let's go look for these white supremacists out there who, you know what I'm saying? What did he say? He's the gay Tupac. When Tupac was charged with double murder, he left court. Jussie Smollett charged with, you know what I'm saying, charged with fabricated an attack and a hate crime. He bust case. Done. No, nothing more to say. You know what I'm saying? We need more people believing people now. He walked in like a don, he walked out like a don. And so that kind of concludes my videos of the week. I've already done a video. I was just editing before this of little story coming out from Ghana. I got a few. I got, I think, one talking point piece. Basically, all the stuff I do in the yellow stripped videos, they're just talking pieces. They're just stuff I believe in and believe needs to be said. I think I got one of those to do, or two. I got a gnostic coming up, and the gnostic's gonna be a bit practical. This gnostic is gonna be a practice. It's not gonna be an understanding. It's gonna be actually something you can do. So, and you can try to see if I'm actually telling the truth about what I do and who I am, or what skills I have. I got a practical gnostic which can be done. People can test it and see if I am really a gnostic or am I just chatting crap. So yeah, that's happening this week if I got the time, because I'm trying to do some language, learn a new language. Not saying yet. Trying to learn a new language. Well, people on other forums know what language I'm trying to learn. So I'm piecing out a little bit of time for that. So I've got less time to do videos. That's why there's going to be less videos. So gave myself time to do that. Still doing my racing. Still gonna try and post tomorrow's. Still trying to get sharper with my victories. Hanging in there. Like, this is like my budget to live off. I kind of semi-professional, so if I don't do well, I don't eat. So I'm hanging in there. And that's what's it called? That's all for this week. And I don't think I'm going to be consistent with these Tuesdays anymore. But it will be the day I do them. So if I don't turn up next Tuesday, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, looking for people to do content with. Anyone that wants to come and post their videos on my channel. I'm trying to network. That's why I got Professor Networking in Facebook. Trying to network as possible I can, so everybody can. This ain't my goal in life. This is for me to try and help people from my demographic get their stuff out here so they can grow. I'm not really trying to put my eggs in this basket. YouTube's a hard game, but I kind of have some ideas of that can help people. Kind of like a consultant too, like the mentalist of everything. Kind of like a consultant. People need help with their stuff. I could teach them how to push forward, push new ideas to get them to levels they want to get to. Because I have some weird way of thinking. Weird way of thinking. Anyways, that's me, and I'm out.